There will be no intro video for this video.
That sounds complicated.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
You don't have a brain.
Hey, Elliot.
Hey. What's happening, hot stuff?
Not much, man. I just listened to over the last 2 days. I just listened to a 18-hour audiobook.
Was it Dune?
At 1.25 speed? Actually, no, 1.5 speed. So it was a little faster than the regular audiobook, but I wanted to get through this whole thing. So 2 days, bam, done.
Wow.
Right?
Do you remember anything about it?
Yeah, I remember the whole thing. Every tiny detail. No, I don't remember every tiny detail. But you remember Shadiversity? Shadiversity. It's his book, Shadow of the Conqueror. And it's not, shadow. It's just
right.
Anyway, Shadiversity, he's a YouTuber, and he came on my channel about a month ago. And so I got his book and I listened to it. Good stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. That's what's up. That's
the man can write. Who knew?
All right. Well, I guess listen then.
Hey guys, can you be quiet a little bit so I can hear Elliot?
Maybe I need to speak more into my microphone.
Where's my volume?
Farther away.
About like 8
Let's see here.
So it gave me the excuse to actually play video games while I was listening.
I don't have that luxury yet.
Oh.
I'm actually looking. What did you think about the strips?
I like them.
My buddy says they're not as funny as you look in the strip. I said, I'll take that. I'll take it any which way.
We can't all be as funny as me.
I mean,
it's hard for me to. It's hard for me to judge from up here on the top of the hill of funny. Looking down on all the plebeians with their.
I don't care, man. I don't care. I tried. You know what? I'm gonna keep doing it. Listen, Charles Schultz was never really that funny. He was charming. That's right.
Garfield was just never funny.
That's true. Yeah, I cracked up when I was a kid, but
I loved Garfield when I was a kid. I try reading it as an adult. I'm like, why did I like this as a kid?
It's terrible.
Was I a really stupid kid?
No,
I gotta find my volume on my computer.
You know what you like. So it's no big deal. Like, I'm trying to find my file. I'm gonna try to work on. Oh, he's gone, guys. I got it. Here he is. I'm gonna try to work on coloring your cover.
Oh yeah.
Tonight.
I've been a coloring fool, man. I've been coloring stuff all over the place.
Did you see my my recent my Flash Gordon?
Flash. No.
It was based on it's basically a study of J.C. Leindecker's work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't.
I love Leyendecker. Leyendecker phenomenal.
Yeah. I'm not nearly close to that guy, but it was still fun. I'm very excited. But now I just had your car. I just heard it. Wait, maybe it's in my Dropbox. Let's see.
You want to see what I did today? I couldn't share it because apparently Twitter has some sort of a virus. Twitter is down.
Twitter is
down.
Twitter has the coronavirus?
The Twitter is down, ladies and gentlemen.
What happened there?
I don't know.
Maybe it's because of their tweet the other day.
What tweet?
What?
The not today man.
Huh?
The not today man tweet.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, the Not Today Men tweet. Right. I'm trying to get this up. So that doesn't sound right. Sharing screen. Check this out. Bam. It's the Magnificent Seven.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
It's the Bombshell Brigade. coming to town, gonna kick all the butt.
Are those all like correspondence or talking heads?
Hold on a second. Could you stop talking so loud? I can't hear Elliot. What, Elliot?
Are those all talking heads on our personalities on news television?
Well, not Melania.
Where's she at? Oh, in the front. Yeah, you go.
Yeah. My
She
wife
look-
thinks I should cover up some of her cleavage because she's our first lady. And then my daughter's like, there's pictures of her naked on the internet. It's true. It's funny because it's true.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Twitter has the kung flu.
What did I do?
Elliot,
Yes, sir.
so you do logos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you charge somebody for a logo?
Well, it all depends on what they're looking for.
Just a comic book logo, like some random, some guy trying to launch a campaign. Say like Matt Weldon. It's not Matt Weldon. I'm just pulling a name out of the. Say Matt Cosson. He was right there. Say Matt Cosson needed a logo for his comic book. What would you charge Matt for a logo for his comic book?
Oh man,
And you will be judged on this answer.
So without giving a specific price, I would say depending on who it was, because I judged the price of the logo on its effectiveness in the marketplace. So if I think the product is going to be if I foresee the potential of a product, especially if it's a larger corporation wants me to rebrand something, then that's obviously going to cost a different price, a more substantial price point.
Oh, for sure.
But if it's someone that's like a startup, I do have like an entry level startup price, and then I even still have a friends and family price that's really reasonable.
All right.
And I've been known to do stupid things with my time for free. So depending on who it is and how, what the purpose is, and if it's if it's something real noble and it's going to help them out and put them in a good spot, I might do it. But it's just that because the logo is so important, it's if you have the right, if that logo is literally your calling card, that's what everybody will know your business as, and that's that will determine how successful ultimately everything is. So
yeah, but not a comic book.
For a comic book, it's hard because you just don't know how valuable that property is going to be, and
yeah, but I honestly don't think a logo changes the sales on a comic book.
Well, I've seen bad logos.
Yeah.
That don't help it. They can certainly hurt it, I think. So at least
I don't know, man. If you've got a comic book by, let's just say, Frank Cho, right? Frank Cho has a comic book and it's got Frank Cho's art on the cover, and he took his 8-year-old nephew wrote his logo in crayon, and they printed that as the freaking cover. He's not going to lose a single sale because he's got a.
Well, no, probably not. Probably yeah.
Comics don't sell based on the quality of their logos. It's not like, this isn't Nike. We're not looking for something that's going to become an iconic thing. It's the characters that are iconic. The logos on comics change all the time.
They do, but you'd be surprised how much they don't change. I mean, look at Superman's type is actually trademarked, the Superman arch, so that they completely own that. And if you ever try to do that, they technically can come after you if you do anything that resembles that font.
Those bastards.
Same thing with Spider-Man has been used that way they've been using that Amazing Spider-Man type forever. Hulk, not so much, but some of the bigger ones, in particular, X-Men hardly changes. They just updated it recently, but it's
yeah, that's true.
So what do you need a logo, Mike?
No, I don't. I was talking because somebody else that we know I feel like he got raped on his logo. So,
well, yeah, I would say so for a normal business.
What do you think about this one?
I like it. it's a little tough to read some parts, but overall I like it. Um, for a small business, I don't have a problem stating this out loud. A small business entry level starts at $500 for a logo.
Mm.
And that's like if you're opening a storefront, or you want to start a brand, and you're trying to, you're doing something you're going to sell in a wider marketplace. That's where I start. But for something like that, I definitely break that down into halves and quarters, depending on the need and what's important.
Yeah.
Because to your point, that's a great point. In the end, the art's going to sell the comic.
Mhm.
But if you're thinking about new business, and if someone doesn't know who Frank Cho is, and then they come and say, what's going on in this cover? Ugh, and they just leave. That could actually hurt future business. So I know I must sound like what's he talking about? But it's because I just break everything down like that, so I can understand.
No, it's for me, the logo. Yeah, Matt, of course the logo is important. Look, I'm an artist too, and I don't want to be, selling my art on the cheap, but it's like you were saying, you have to keep in mind who it's for and what it's for. And if it's somebody who someone's just gonna try to make a go of it, like on Kickstarter, Indiegogo, something like that. It's like, I don't know. Even if, say, you charge them $500,
Mm-hmm.
they're not going to make $500 worth of. Well, just anybody. If anybody charges them $500, they're not going to make $500 worth of sales on the logo.
No. But it's just to help. Like I said, if it's something that does become something, and let's say it becomes the next Star Wars, then you're going to be kicking yourself down the road. However, that being said, I don't ever want to cheapen the work with going too low. I'd rather give it away or trade it as like a barter. Or I'll bundle it with other stuff to make it more valuable. Like, you're getting a lot more for your money anyway. Even if I lower the price and I kind of set you up with some success, that it might include multiple colorways and logos that work on dark backgrounds and light backgrounds. Those are things that people don't think about sometimes. Like right here, you should have, for this graphic you're showing here, you should probably have a one color version of it. So that way.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
This is the one I just came up with because someone was suggesting it was all yellow. And then someone's like, oh, you should make the MAGA stick out because otherwise someone's just going to randomly read it as Magnificent Seven. And I'm like, oh, I can try that. And then I thought I'd add the V,
Yeah,
make it stand out more with the red as well. And then someone here in the chat's like, ooh, you should make the logo in red, white, and blue. And so now I was going to try that.
Oh, I like the red because it's the red is usually the what you see the hats are red, so it's an easy thing to see right away. If you make that blue, I'm a little concerned. Oh, it could work. It could work. Man, I can't find the logo, the graphic, for crying out loud. Hold on. Keep talking, Mike.
All right. There was a little boy named Elliot.
No, I just gotta find what I did with. Okay, maybe it's in here. Okay, I did it in Clip Studio. That's
poor Elliot. Whatever happened to poor Elliot? All right. Red, white, and blue. How's that?
Well, I'll tell you, I feel like just on this transparent background in Photoshop, I can read it, but it's challenging to read Magnificent.
Yeah, because the embossing is already.
Well, it's because it's white.
So what did I do? No, that's not what whatever I did. That's not what I want to do.
So that would be the version you would.
Bam. Whoops, that's way too big.
And you got a lot of red, white, and blue already.
Because it's mega, dude.
I understand that. I'm just saying. Oh, here it is. Lone Star. There we go.
Lone Star.
All right. Now I got to find the reference. I don't remember. Oh, I have it in here, actually.
Yeah, that's already a lot of red, white, and blue. That's why the yellow sticks out on it. If I was doing that. Bam.
Yeah, it looked nice with yellow.
Bam. The yellow works.
I mean, adding the red, it's nice, a nice touch to it. So, because he's on the blue field of the flag.
Yeah, let me see. What? Bam.
Yeah. The reason, another reason why it's tricky.
Tricky.
Your font is thin, and it's writing right against the stars that have a thin space between them and the blue field. That actually helps, makes it pop more. Yeah.
Magnificent Seven. So all my backgrounds are actually American flags of some sort. Did you see the other ones?
Mm-mm.
Like the. All right, hold on. Let me.
You may want to raise up the type a little bit because it looks like Sev with an F.
Seth.
Because it's sitting right behind her head. So.
Oh yeah, this isn't the final. I have to set the art on a crop line and all that stuff. So. Let's see. Open recent. You don't watch any of my stuff.
Mike, I don't spend any more time on YouTube right now.
I know, man.
It's too much. It's too much.
Color logo. Here we go.
I just talked to Doug about that. It's too much. I just happen to be up right now. That's why I said yes. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, I like that. Like there, I wouldn't put the red there because there's already so much red behind it. It'll get lost.
Yeah. I just like the logo itself because it feels like a 1950s burger joint, which kind of feels like Americana.
Yeah, it's still a little hard to read though.
You and your I want to read a logo garbage.
Look, man. I did graphic design for over 20 years. I have a certain penchant for a look, a style. Oh, it's a style.
Panache.
It's not even a style. It's more like a.
Why is this not working? I feel like nothing's working. Escape. Why isn't you not doing nothing? What's going on here? Command U. Thank you very much.
So everyone should know that the reason why I'm still. I think you should get white. I think flat would be better than beveled. But
I like the bevel because it feels like a thingy.
American reads decent. It's the Avenger that's hard to read because those some of those serifs are so small, or whatever they are. They're not serifs, but you know what I mean. Oh, let's see.
I don't know what's gonna happen here. It's like no color sticks out because there's too many damn primary colors down here. I'd have to do green, and that would look gross.
Or white. Just saying.
Why?
You don't like it, it's okay, but I'm just saying it's what happened.
Yeah, it does the white, then I gotta change it all the time. I gotta change the whole thing.
Like, I don't remember what cover this was for Captain America.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
I'll find it. So
you want me to do white like that?
Well, you need to give it a stroke.
I have to start all over.
No, you don't. Just give it a stroke. Just give it a darker stroke. You can even be blue.
Inside.
No, outside. Or along. Yeah, that's easier to read. That pops a lot more.
American Avenger.
So everyone should know the reason why I'm still awake and why I'm on any channel right now is because I'm still awake. I'm trying to catch up on work that I missed last week from being sick. So
and that is why Elliot agreed to come hang out with me.
Yeah.
While I drink my nightcap and stuff.
Yeah, I just finished the project. Now I'm moving on.
So we're not paying enough attention to the chat.
I haven't seen the chat yet. Mike, what is the protocol for homage covers? How far do you take the homage? Do you even do the colors too, or is that considered a faux pas?
I don't believe there's such a thing as a faux pas.
No?
No.
It's Lone Star. I wonder if I should go with more patriotic colors.
How is this not showing up on the screen?
Oh,
there we go.
I want to switch my camera so you can see it.
All right. Did you see the Caitlin Bennett one, the Gun Girl one?
No,
Jeez.
I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything. That looks like a great Dean Cain. I've been watching in the background. I've been playing old Superman, Lois and Clark episodes. I love Dean Cain's he's awesome.
All right, I know the logo. You can't read the logo on this one because it's too dark, but
White.
Not about the logo.
That looks great.
A gun girl.
I remember the full figure. I don't remember the portrait. That looks fantastic. Is she really that buxom? Wow.
Well, it's a comic book.
Everybody gets an upgrade.
She's fairly buxom. She
Yeah.
is. Let's just say that it's a tight shirt.
Yeah. I'll buy that for $1.
Go with a tight shirt.
What is this?
I'll buy that for $1.
Hey, that's Miss America.
You missed it, Mike. You missed it. That was your
Go
cue.
buy that. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm really like.
I'd buy that for $1.
I haven't been. I'm just off the mark, man. I'm off the mark.
Brother, it's all good. It's that ponytail's weighing you down.
Yeah. Anyways, this is me coloring. Hey, John Miller, chat. Leave a lettering red. Wash the background Dean in blue. Wash the background Dean in blue.
I think it means Dean Cain's background.
I would assume that's what he meant. Wash him in blue. Well, I can't do it on here. I'd have to get the layered file.
What's going on, John? So here's the thing. If you wash it out in blue, or wash background Dean in blue, you could do like a, you can't leave the letter. Oh yeah. If you can make it all red on top, if you basically make like a tonal background, like it's more like a subtle, soft, hazy values.
Sorry, what?
The situation is you've got a lot of contrast in the back and you've got a lot of contrast in your artwork in the front. It's a very typical,
very contrasty. It's bold.
Well, yeah, but when you have contrast in the foreground, middle ground, and the background, that much contrast, it's all just.
I know. I did a white fade on the bottom half of this, which is it's just a very light white fade because I didn't want him to get knocked out so back in the background. But you can tell there's a degree of the hue on the foreground character is a lot brighter than the hue on the lower half.
I gotcha.
Of him.
But I also think you can help that out a little further by maybe, to John's suggestion, is just to kind of diffuse some of the tone in the background, like take some saturation out. You don't have to make a copy of the layer and just try it, see what you think.
Yeah,
that's the beautiful thing.
I ain't got to publish this for a while, so whatever. So let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong thing here. So, and I do want to have a consistency to it. So it is, yeah, it's hard to do when you want both things to kind of pop. You know.
Yeah, like she works really well because she's got so much skin showing, and her hair is blonde. It's a little tough to read her against her own hair in the larger version, the full figure.
Yeah,
but she reads great, normal size. You may also consider adding a heavier key line around the whole full figure drawing.
I was just thinking that. That's fine.
Yeah, that'll make it pop a little more too. Sometimes it works when you do it dark, or you can go white, and white will make her go like a sticker.
So I don't think you can see it, but like, you know, she's famous because she couldn't carry a gun when she went to school, right? Because she was a student. But then when she graduated, she was allowed to carry a gun. So she had her on her graduation cap. She wrote, "Come and take it." So that's kind of how she became Gun Girl. That's what I put on her gun because she's all about the big guns.
Out of my cold dead hands.
Come and take it out of my cold dead hands. Yeah. What's up, Migsy? Migsy's in the house.
Migs, what's up? What's up? Okay, what am I doing here? I'm going to switch my camera.
Force Ghost says, if I was Superman's creator or his family, Force Ghost Fabio doesn't realize Superman had 2 creators because fake fan. Come on. I could sue Mike for that. No, you couldn't. Because it falls under parody laws, people. Parody laws. Do you remember when John Byrne did that fake in that episode of What the, when he did Superman, but like instead of, it was just Superman, but on his chest instead of the Superman S, it was the Superman S diamond, but it just had 2 fish heading in different directions on it.
No, I've never seen that.
Oh.
That's not familiar though.
And then his beard and his hair kept growing because it was like, I don't know, super beard or whatever. So like in every panel, it just got longer and longer and longer. By the end of the story, it was like just super long beard.
I remember I was just thinking about him. Was it him? No, Wally Wood doing Super Duper Man. That was very, very interesting.
Super Duper Man.
You don't remember that?
No.
Check this out. I happen to have a copy of it right here.
Get on out.
It's an old beat up copy. It doesn't even have a cover, but this is Wally Wood. Man, my camera is jacked up. Oh, you know why? I gotta turn on my thing. But yeah, this is Superman. It's a parody.
Right.
So he looks just like Superman, but he's missing the S in the front though.
Have you seen, I don't remember who did it, but it was called I'm Not Batman. Let me see if I can find it. It's Batman, but it's called I'm Not Batman.
Here we go.
But they were allowed to publish it because it was a parody, and he was saying I'm not Batman. Marco Ramirez, I'm not Batman.
All right, so
Hold on, let me see if I can find something.
let me start with the easy stuff.
The flatting.
Well, it's going to be mostly flat because I'm doing it old school comic style. I'm going to add some texture to it too to make it look like an old book.
Oh no, there's a play called I'm Not Batman. That's not what I want at all.
How dare you? How dare you?
That's not what I'm looking for. It's an old comic book. Dadgummit, I'm Not Batman comic book.
All right, let's see. This is where I get lost. All right, figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, screw it. I lost interest in looking. Let's see what people in chat are saying. Caw, 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 caw. Ahoy there, Mike and Elliot, says King Crow.
Hey, what's
Kevin
up?
Sharp.
It's been a long time. I haven't seen you guys in a while.
Yeah. You don't spend nearly enough time on YouTube.
No, I don't. Well, you know, it's good stuff.
It's gotten boring.
Well, maybe. I'm enjoying a revival over there on Instagram, so it's going cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I mean, it's even gotten, I mean, just even like looking around, looking for something to watch on YouTube has gotten boring. Not that my channel is boring. My channel is fantastic. Everyone stick around and watch my stuff. But yeah, the rest of YouTube has gotten pretty boring.
well,
Only my channel is good.
you know what's funny? I stopped watching a lot of stuff too. I was really interested. I still like to watch the reviews from time to time. Oh my gosh, dude. So last night I was working on that Flash Gordon, or the night before. So just so I can stay up and watch The Color Out of Space. Oh, so good.
Is it?
You know, Nasser said he hated it, and over on Instagram, I disagree with him before I even saw it.
Dude, Nasser saying he hates something, that is like an endorsement to go see it. That kid has no taste in anything.
It's on Amazon. You can rent it on Amazon or whatever, but
yeah,
it is. I was impressed, man. I was like, wow, they pulled off a Lovecraft thing like I haven't seen yet. So I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. I'm a happy Cthulhu guy. There wasn't any Cthulhu in it, but it was good.
Lazarus Zoolander agrees, says, yes, you're right about everything being boring. Right?
While I talk.
No,
Yes.
no, we're not boring. Elliot, you and I together, we are like Team Dynamite.
I don't know, Mike. I think
The excitement in the chat is palpable.
Wow.
From them being so excited about us spending time together and them listening in on our conversation.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
If they like that sort of thing, sure.
Just a little bit. I just want a little bit.
The whole freaking bowl.
I'm not going to eat the whole bowl. I just ate something. Oh, you put artichokes in here. Yummy. So good.
Was it?
Why do we even make food?
What is going on over there? It sounds horrifying.
So earlier, Elijah made some chicken nuggets, and I was like, well, why didn't you make chicken nuggets for everybody? And he's like, well, because I didn't think that was going to be dinner. So I went and I made some food for me and Micah. Dude, mini raviolis. They're like so good. But anyway, and then he's like, well, he didn't make that much. So he's like, he made dinner. And so he made some linguine with olive tapenade, olive oil, and artichoke hearts. And he brought it in here to eat himself. And I took the bowl from him because it looks delicious.
I had a protein pack with nuts and turkey and cheese. That's all.
That sounds very healthy and delicious.
Well, just guess what? Guess what I'm down to now? I've lost almost 30 pounds.
Wow.
I'm down. Well, is that right? Let me see. Let me evaluate that again. No, I'm down 20 pounds. I'm down 20 pounds. Past 20 now. I'm at 239, which is crazy. My body has not seen the 230s in a long time. Let's just say decades. We'll call it decades, just so we can sound epic when we say it. Talk about it.
So when I know you went to the hospital and stuff, did they do all the general blood tests and stuff on you? I don't want to get too personal on your medical records here.
No.
But I mean, did you test like positive for anything you need to deal with?
No, they swabbed me. No, actually, I didn't. I didn't. Again, this is where I'm messing up, right? They did it to my wife and they did it to my son. I took them to the doctor's office. They didn't do that to me. I just knew I had it because they had it.
Zombie.
I could have had corona. I might have corona and not even know it. I suspect. What? Why you laugh?
I knew I had it because they had it.
Well, they were
like blood pressure or high cholesterol or whatever. I'm not talking about like
they were running it around like hockey, like a hockey puck. Ridiculous.
I wasn't talking about your viral infection or bug or whatever it was. What was it? Was it actually a flu?
Yeah, I had a flu for sure. Yeah,
like legit, like coming out of both ends and body aches.
No. That's the thing. I had the cough, and I had some body aches. But what hurt me the most was the shingles. That hurts me a lot.
That's not the flu, man.
No, hold on. The flu lowers your immune system.
Well, so does the cold. A common cold will lower. The coronavirus is just a variation of the common cold.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm just saying though that I got sick in the first place, and that's why it.
I know, but I'm just saying it's kind of a pet peeve of mine because people call getting any old bug the flu. Influenza is like crazy, gnarly. You feel like you want to die, kind of.
Well, I did.
Virus.
I did.
Did you?
I was feeling really bad. Yeah, it weakened me completely. I was like zapped.
Oh, really?
And then I had to stop. When I helped my wife and my son, they were alternating days. They were just apart like a day or so. So then I spent most of my time nursing them, and then when I finally figured out what was going on there, I started getting a little bit of chills. I started sweating at night. I got that. And pretty much I got stuffed like a turkey. I was done. And then I was really beat up. I coughed a lot, and I had the phlegm thing. A lot of that nonsense.
Oh, the phlegm.
Yeah, the phlegm. So, but you know what? Like you said, it's not. Look, man, how many people die of the influenza every year? It's like over 1,000 people, right?
Oh, considerably. I think it's 10,000 people or more a year. No, it's more than that. Hold on a second.
It's more. Yeah, maybe it is.
Die of the.
How many people have died so far of corona? The next, huh?
You mean in the world?
Sure.
Let me look up one thing at a time. 56,000 people a year die from the flu.
Golly, that's crazy.
56,000 people a year die from the flu. You see why I don't like it when people confuse the flu with an average virus or cold or something. You know, they just call everything the flu. You know, like, oh, I have a stomach bug. It's the flu. No, that's not the flu.
Yeah.
56,000 people die from the flu. Okay. How many people?
Yeah, my wife had type A for sure. They diagnosed her with type A.
Coronavirus.
Corona.
Corona.
And I keep spelling it wrong. I keep spelling it Corona.
Corona. It's the coronavirus. It's very different.
I like the beer. Do I like the beer? I'm not even sure I like the beer.
It's not a good place to get information. Coronavirus death rate from the BBC. Let's see if that has the right information.
Is there more, Elijah?
Yeah, they're gonna say 8 trillion people are dying every minute.
Hey, you know what? If you're over 80 years old and you get the coronavirus,
14% chance.
yeah, your chances are pretty good.
Yeah, well, same with the. Those are the people that are dying every year from influenza.
Yeah, I think the only real difference, the only reason the coronavirus is actually more of a threat is because it's got a longer incubation period, which means it's more likely that people can spread it because they don't know they're sick.
Right.
And also, it can exist outside of the body for up to 3 days. So if somebody spits on a table or coughs on a table at McDonald's and nobody bothers cleaning it up, and then 3 days later someone else sits down there and rubs it and then rubs their eye, they can get it.
You can also stay in the air for 30 minutes.
Stay in the air?
Yeah.
For 30 minutes, he says.
That's delightful.
I'm having a hard time finding actual numbers here.
I guess I'm just saying.
300 deaths around the world so far.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Percentage-wise, we're good.
It's a fraction.
I mean, I don't want to make light of it because some people are definitely not enjoying it. But I've heard multiple different stories. I heard the guy that got it on the ship with his wife, and he's like, "Yeah, if I didn't know that I had corona, I would have gone to work." Because he said it was a light thing. But they had him quarantined together. Then they bring him to the land, and then they separate them. Like, oh, that's great, good times.
Yeah, genius. So they actually added, that cruise liner. They added the cruise liner totals to California's totals. So otherwise, California's totals for coronavirus would have been like a couple dozen, but because they added the cruise liner, it was like 100.
Wow. Did you hear about
take that cruise liner up to Seattle where it belongs?
Well, I was gonna say, did you hear about Emerald City got shut down?
Yeah. Well, it didn't. Did it actually shut down, or did they just?
They postponed it.
Oh yeah, that's right. They postponed
it. So there you go. There you have it. It's game over.
Game over, man.
Really?
Oh, okay.
How do you have so many layers already? You just started.
No, this is the original file. I have all the original sketch files, and then this was a folder. Remember that this is one of the drawn in quarters. I did Green Lantern here. That was my first time doing.
Oh, over there on the right, that's not layers. That's just files. Wait, didn't you do this?
This here? No, these are layers here.
Digitally? You didn't do this?
Nope, digital.
It's all digital. Oh, no kidding.
I'm getting pretty good at it, man. I'm getting pretty good.
Speaking of original art, I was supposed to have lunch with Muerta and his brother today, and I woke up later than I was supposed to go to lunch. It's like, so he's like, we missed you. You want to reschedule? I'm like, oh yeah, dude, sorry. I woke up one today. I'm so freaking bad.
Maybe you had Corona.
No, I went to bed at 3:30 in the morning and then got up at 7, got my son ready for school, which interrupted my sleep. And so going back to sleep, it's like, I woke up at 1, man. What do you want from me?
Dude.
I'm a very undisciplined person. Leave me alone. I just don't function well unless I get enough sleep. I'm an artist. I don't want my hands to be shaking and all that kind of stuff. So
I have no choice this week. I gotta get caught up. I just finished one project. I'm glad. I'm on to this one. I sent some files over to another client, trying to make up the difference where I can, man. Wherever the flow is, that's where I'll be.
Understood, man. Understood. Dude. Kevin, you want to come in and chat or no? I know the title is just Jerk and Me, but I think we could use some company if you guys want to come in here.
By the way, so the people are enjoying my strip, man. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Does it excite you to actually do more?
Yes. I'm really looking forward to it, as a matter of fact. That's just my inaugural ones, and I'm going to continue. I'm starting to write lists now.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought I'd get that into it, but I did actually. I always liked the idea of it, but what am I doing wrong here? Okay, I know what's going on.
I don't use that program.
Dude, I love this one. This
The Procreate?
No, this is Clip Studio.
Oh, Clip Studio.
Studio. I remember.
Junkyard Dunn's here. Man, all the cool people are in the chat.
What up, everybody?
We got Lazarus Zoolander, Jiminy Cricket, Junkyard Dunn, Asuka, Kevin Sharp. I already said that, huh? Mad Cow, Updog, Everett Todd, Victor Rodriguez, Slick Jimmy Speaks, rolling on up for more, In a Disguise. We got all the cool kids are here. All the cool kids are here. Matt Cossin, 7 of 9.
What's
7
Matt?
of 9, who buys every stinking book on Indiegogo. Jeremiah Jones, who is one of the biggest supporters of independent comic books in the world. Thank you, Jeremiah Jones. You are. John Malin is here. Mistletoad, Neo Valentine. I don't need to read everyone. Rodwell Stevens, 8-man. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I just keep rolling up and seeing more people. Miggsy is here. We said hi to you when you came in, Miggs. I'm pretty sure, right? Didn't we?
Yes, that was one of the first things we said.
Yeah. See, awful redneck. Jim O'Reilly. O'Reilly's here. Yeah. Wow, there must be nothing else on YouTube because all the cool kids are here right now. I'm telling you, dude, YouTube's gotten boring. It's just, I don't know, man.
Not funny.
I don't know. I mean, I like hanging out and chatting and working. I really do want to just get back into like a studio mode. You know, I like that. I know it might be boring video. It might be boring for some people, but just like us hanging out, working, getting some other people like Friday night, not Friday night.
Bitter Jim.
Drawn and quartered. Right.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like drawn and quartered, but we're all just sitting there working. Oh yeah. Look at those Lion Decker lines. I like that.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, just having that just like a group hanging out type of concept.
And like artists chilling, talking about whatever. Usually it's about art and it's looking at each other's work and and giving each other suggestions and stuff. It's just that creative environment of a studio, even though it's virtual. I dig that, you know. I feel like I should be drawing right now instead of, you know, sucking down this Jack Daniels before I get.
That's why you're getting all misty.
I'm getting all misty. I'm almost done with my drink.
I just want you to know I love you. I love you so much. This is a good
Mike's
time.
bullpen. Speaking of which, what is the topic for the Drawn and Quarter for later today? We call it tomorrow, Megs. We don't call it later today until we go to sleep. Edwin was thinking of backtracking to something like X-Men or Justice League or something. I don't know. You got any thoughts?
Let's see. You've done quite a few things. How about
Dude, it's been almost a year and a half. We've done a ton of crap.
dude, Paranormals is almost a year old now.
Wow.
Well, we are over a year old, but we're almost we're celebrating our 50th episode this week.
Wow. That's
Isn't that
awesome.
crazy?
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on? What is the time
You
going?
guys, hey, you guys met on my show.
I know. We talk about that all the time. If it were not for Michael, you gave us the idea for the name and everything. Go figure.
That's true.
Happy
I'm
New
basically the producer of your show.
Year. You're the showrunner. That's awesome.
Showrunner. I miss Brian, man. He's got to get back on DNQ. What? I don't care if he's got to work on his book. He's got to come and hang out.
Yeah, it's busy time, man. Everybody's trying to get.
You know what? You don't need to make excuses for him.
Are you gonna go to Heroes? Are you thinking about that at all?
Oh, I don't know. I was still thinking about that. It's what month is Heroes?
It's in June. It lands around Father's Day.
Around or on?
No.
Well, I guess on, right? Because
Is it? I don't know. My wife would be cool with that.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I
Especially if I was going to take her out, because I wanted to go check out South Carolina.
right. You had mentioned that.
And if we were, if it was just her and me going out there, we kind of messed up Father's Day.
Oopsie. There's an amusement park in South Carolina? I think so. It's I don't know if it's in between there and north, but there's an amusement park. Huh?
Myrtle Beach.
Maybe. That's not what I'm talking about, but I know I've heard of that. I've never been there. I was stationed in Fort Jackson for a while, but I never got that far. But over there, though, there's as we were coming back from Heroes, there's they have a bunch of roller coasters. I was like, what the heck is going on here? This looks like fun. We got to do it. But I never did it.
Why do you? It's not like you're working with ink. How do you have splatters all over your page?
That's because one of my challenges working on the iPad, because it's a touch pad. Sometimes I tap one of these other things by accident with my knuckle, my pinky knuckle, and
you forget to undo.
I didn't know I was zoomed in so close. I didn't know what was going on. I thought there was something wrong with my pen. It wasn't. It was just getting all ugly on me.
Oh, hey, did you guys talk about this? Simonon says, I laughed so hard when Larry Hama was asked about Brian on the Tucci show, and Hama did confirm what Brian has been telling us, which is essentially he didn't even remember Brian on the show.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh, man.
Poor Brian. Let's see. This is I need reference here. I don't have anything close to hand.
I feel like I should be drawing Elliot.
Well, you don't have to.
But you know what? When I'm sharing your screen, I can't. Nobody can see what I'm doing anyway, so who cares?
You know, don't worry about it. I'm working. I got to get this thing done. All right. So what's he wearing? He's got blue jeans on. He sure does, and he's got a brown jacket. Okay,
dude. This Jack Daniels Honey Tennessee is so good and so smooth. It's like I never just drank whiskey. I mean, it's not just straight whiskey. I don't know what it is, but it's really good. You should, if you imbibe, you should try
Which
that.
is it?
It's a Jack Daniel's Honey Tennessee whiskey.
Oh, have you had the peanut butter whiskey?
There's no such thing.
Oh, yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
It's so good, dude.
Peanut butter?
Yeah.
No.
Just have
Yep.
it.
Why are you doing that? Why are you making black? Why are you doing black?
It's not black. It looks black on your screen. It's dark blue.
Oh,
It's a dark
Where's our
gray
line?
blue. But I'm trying to. I just need to fill it right now until I change the color. I don't want to give it a bright blue. I don't like bright blue pens. It's terrible.
Jiminy Cricket says, "Stop tempting Elliot, Mike." Hashtag get thee behind me.
No, I like a good drink from time to time. I like that. It's called it's
Oh,
got a
Blue now.
look it up. Look it up. Peanut butter whiskey. You're gonna see, and it tastes amazing.
All right, I will in a second. King Crow says, Blacklist Universe want viewers on Drawn and Quartered get Rob Willis. Subject Pitt.
Here, order another round.
Oh my gosh.
That's the word. They don't do
I
it.
would not
Never
go
mind.
up against Rob Willis if the subject was Pitt.
Is that his favorite thing in the world?
No, are you familiar with Rob Willis's work?
Yeah. I'm
Can
saying,
you imagine him doing Pitt?
I-
He'd be Taylor.
Mhm.
Although, you know what? The problem is it's 2 hours. There's no freaking way
Okay, on account of
yeah,
to do his style on
he
an
could-
yes.
two.
now that we put the challenge out there,
Pitt.
he's gonna do it. Pitt's cool. I like it.
It's you know, it's a battleground, man. Drawn and Quartered. You've got to sacrifice some
Dude,
stuff.
What are you
Peanut butter whiskey. Are you for real?
I'm telling you. That's it. Screwball. Yeah.
Screwball peanut butter whiskey.
Oh, it's definitely like a dessert whiskey, but it is good,
Really?
and it'll mess you up too. I enjoyed that part.
It'll mess you up. Pretty sure any whiskey will mess you up if you have enough.
Yeah, that's true. But that one is so delicious. He's like, oh, I'll have a little more. Oh,
Updog says
I'll
flavored,
have more.
Updog says flavored spirits is for soy boys.
Whatever. Is that Doug?
You know what? My wife brought me this honey whiskey for the first time, and I was like, you know, you happy wife, happy life. Your wife hands you a glass of iced honey whiskey. You drink it to make her happy. And then it makes you happy. And the world.
The world is mighty good to me. Honey whiskey's all I drink. There's a song there. That's a top 40 hit.
Wait, what? You're making stuff up.
I am making stuff up. I'm just saying. All right, so I'm trying to get your color scheme here. What is that? This brush is bleeding. The digital brush is bleeding.
Your color schema. So this is Elliot's Lone Star redo cover. Oh, actually, let me double check something real quick. I only have 2 pages left from my colorist.
I'm continuously starving.
I'll send you the rest of the 2 pages after will be sent you both high res.
Just so I can drink.
English good with this guy.
Hmm.
So I got 2 pages left, and then this cover, and that's all I need to. Oh shoot! No, after the 2 pages, I have to get them lettered, and then I can go to print on the redo cover. So very close, very close.
Very close.
Yeah, I may not be able to get this one done tonight, but I'll do my best.
You know what? Just make sure it's the very best thing you ever do, Elliot. That's all I ask.
Okay. You got it, Nick. You got it. Yeah.
After Burn. Apparently, Burn is still being a bit of a jerk to his fans. Because I posted on Twitter, someone was like, you know, I was saying, look, if DC had any sense, you know, they just fired Dan Didio, right? And I'm like, if they had any sense, they would go crawling hands and knees to John Byrne to be their editor in chief or their publisher, because John, as I don't care how much of a jerk he is, Jim Shooter was, by all reports, kind of a jerk.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't care. Jim Shooter was the best editor-in-chief Marvel Comics has ever had.
He led them to tremendous success.
Glory. A freaking 15 years of just tremendous work. And he knew what he was doing. And I think John Byrne, he should be one of those guys that should be the first guy on somebody's list of running a publishing company, particularly Marvel or DC, because he knows these characters so well, and he's so great at just world building and character creation. Oh, golly. I don't know. I don't like the guy personally, but I really do respect him as a creator, and it just drives me nuts that because of whatever reasons they just don't care about him anymore.
When Mike drinks too much, he gets all soupy about John Byrne.
I'm soupy about John. No, look, John Byrne, he's a jerk. He is. I'm not shocked that people are saying, "Oh, you should see him on his message boards." I'm like, dude, I was on his message boards 20 years ago. He's sounds like he hasn't changed at all. But that doesn't take away from his skill set and his talent. He's still someone who would really probably turn Marvel and DC in the right direction.
Has there been any news about Quesada anymore? Or I've heard rumors, but I don't know if they're sincere or not.
What have you heard?
I thought I heard that he might be going to DC.
Really?
But like I said, it's actually out a popular rumor. I don't know if it's popular. I think that'd be interesting. I don't know that he can do anything more with the problems they have.
Hmm.
I don't know that'll fix what ails them. It sounds like 5G was, and I barely know what's going on. It sounds like that's what's giving them trouble, is they don't have a clear direction. I guess that's what he would provide, but I remember not liking much of what he did at Marvel either at the beginning. I don't know. I don't have any.
I tapped out of mainstream comics a long time ago.
Well, right. Well, John Byrne. I'm just saying.
Crap! Have you seen the Black Widow trailer?
I have not.
Oh, dude, that looks good. I mean, granted, it's 5 years late, but it looks good, man. I can't wait to see that movie.
What do you think?
I'm actually excited.
What's the goal there? What do you think they're trying to do there? They're trying to set something up with another character, or like I would love to see what's his name? David, whatever. He come back as the Red Guardian.
Oh,
David Harbour. I have a soft spot for that guy.
Yeah.
For the Red Guardian. He's pretty cool. He's communist, but he's cool.
yeah. I don't know, but I just saw the latest trailer. Just really kind of puts it into its own world. And it is dealing with her being an Avenger and all that kind of stuff, but it's great to see her going back home and dealing with her own stuff. And it just really made me interested in her as an individual character. Honestly, this movie should have come out before Endgame. But it still looks great. It looks great. I don't know if anyone else has seen it. They're getting old to me. Yeah, and so I don't know. I kind of take it outside of because I feel like the Avengers movies were all kind of in a linear format.
Yeah.
right? And it's over. It's done. And so this is sort of an out of place movie that doesn't belong out here today. It belongs inside that whole milieu. But
Mhm.
I just think it looks great. The trailer looks great, and obviously it's going to be high production value and all that stuff. So I don't know. I look forward to it.
I'll probably watch it. I probably won't see it in the theaters. I don't think I have the time for that anymore. I had to literally pretend that I was watching that movie the other night because I was still working. I can't imagine going to a theater and then sitting in the theater and waiting. Too much jibber jabber. Too much jibber jabber.
Lazarus says, I just described every woman. I don't know what I was describing exactly.
Here, I need a brown. Oh, there we go.
I don't know. Let me scroll up and see what these guys are talking about.
Okay.
You guys cross my
What's that creamy tanny color you got there? You know what you should do from now on? You should create a.
All this weird
You might already have it. A color palette for your stuff.
I have to create a color palette. I don't know. Dude, this new Photoshop is like so unfamiliar to me. And I don't take the time to stop and learn stuff because I'm just always like, I gotta go. And so I do need to stop, and because they've changed so much. I used to use like CS4.
Yeah. It's definitely different.
And so, yeah, today's Photoshop is so much different. It's like I don't even have all my old, like the preset brushes that used to come with CS4 and CS3 and CS2. They're all gone.
I was supposed to send you some stuff. I forgot.
Oh, were you?
I'll get it to you.
Dang it, dude.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Dang it.
The problem now is they have depending on what you get. I have a bunch of brushes that are either brushes or they're called TPLs, tool presets, and so they're brushes, but they utilize a different. I don't know. I don't get it exactly how to describe it, but it's not just a brush. It has some other features added to it that makes it act like I have a brush in Photoshop that looks just like watercolor. It acts just like watercolor.
Oh, really?
It's really impressive, but it's in Photoshop, and I'm not using that as at all practically, because I really feel like this is the alternative I was looking for in the first place. When I got the iPad, I was hoping that Photoshop would be tightened up on the iPad so I can go mobile. This particular one, though, they went to almost like the very first version, which is weird. So they were trying to build on that and get it to the market, and it just should have just held off. But because this particular program here is so perfect, this is just like the one on my computer, Clip Studio, and I'm like, why is it that the bigger company, the one that has the most strength in the marketplace, can't figure this out? But this other one, the little engine that could, is killing it. So this is a very, very acceptable alternative, and it's excellent. But there is a learning curve to this too. But once you figure it out, it's like, oh, okay. Procreate.
Because I don't know how much time I want to spend on that because
it will slow you down. Yeah.
I don't spend a lot of time coloring. I've been doing it lately because I don't know. I think I started on one thing and I was like, oh yeah. So I kind of got the color bug. So I started coloring all this stuff.
Yeah.
But that's not my job.
Well, did you see my Superman that I did?
The what?
The Superman I illustrated
on Instagram.
I don't know if it's where it's at, but this is
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
This app is crazy good. Crazy good. It's just not.
Dun dun dun.
I like it for coloring. I don't like it for inking though. Not completely. Look at those boots. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. The boots feel really Leyendecker.
Yeah, that's what started me thinking about Leyendecker. And then I started to do this as the next
Well,
iteration. But I never got to that. So I'm back to work right now with all this stuff. What else do I got in here?
Never got around to it. You're so lazy, Elliot. You're so lazy.
Man, I'm trying. I'm trying to do as much as I can. You see this right here? This is a plan I have, underdrawing for a painting I want to do. I'm going to project it onto a canvas, and I'm going to do that. And with my gold and red combo.
Oh yeah.
Check this out. This is fun. This is why I like Procreate too. Check this out. This is cool. Da-da-da. You're gonna see my whole process. Da-da-da-da. It's running through the whole thing now. The whole video, just me figuring out what I was going to draw, how I was going to draw it. It's good. It's good times. All right, but enough of that. Enough of that. I'm done. I gotta get back to work. I'm telling you, I'm still writing. I'm coasting on the last bit of my my medicine, so I'm just focused enough to keep going for a little while longer.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
People watching people.
This is what I did earlier. Let me show you what I did.
Oh, is he
This is
taking
the other.
You do the job.
You see this?
Yeah, what is that? Oh, the vampire chick.
Yeah. It's one of the gentlemen I work with from time to time. He's a director producer.
Wait, why is Cable in it?
Wah, wah.
It's not Cable?
It's not Cable.
Why does he have the scar? He's got Cable's eye scar.
He's just got a line in his face.
It really gets me into trouble.
She came out pretty cool. She's pretty busty.
Busty. Busted.
Designed the outfit for her, and then
I'm glad you don't body shame busty women, Elliot. I hate it when people do that.
Well, you know, these are some of the headshots. I'm planning on using these for my for future videos, and let him talk for me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, this is fun. See my new take on mini mongers.
Yeah.
Oh snap! I like this. This feels so good. Like this makes me want to eat gummy bears. It looks so chewy. Anyway. All right. So back to Lone Star. Does Lone Star have like a? Is this inside of his collar? Is a different color? It's like that. It's supposed to be the fur, right?
Just yeah. The top part around his collar is what is that? Lamb's wool, I guess. I'm not sure.
Yeah. It says 1986 style comics. We don't be worrying about no lamb's wool. We just color it different. All right, buddy.
Oh, okay, fine.
Just saying.
Whatever, dude.
They didn't worry about that kind of stuff back then. They just made it.
Jiminy Cricket is doing his job promoting Kevin Sharp's Dragon Guard, Elliot Fernandez Doom Kicker. What else you got going on there, Elliot or Jiminy? Oh, maybe he just started.
There's I don't know very many other projects out right now. Again, all the information, and I'm somewhere else now.
I guess I have to wait.
All that. Oh, crap.
Oh, dude. Lone Star could rock a fleece-lined denim jacket with an Iron Maiden patch on the back. Nope. Nasser. Oh, Jiminy, why are you promoting Nasser's Secret Comics Presents? Oh, yeah, because you're the artist.
What's up?
That's right. Launching on Indiegogo on Friday the 13th. Sign up for notifications now.
Jimmy, watch Color Out of Space. Listen to Nasser. It's good.
Do it. Do it.
All right. I tell you what, too, Mike. The idea of the the touchscreen for work, it's dope, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's super efficient. I'm really digging it. Sometimes I get wrapped up in garbage with it, unintentionally, but overall, pretty happy with the way it works. What is this? Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how you do selection on it. You can't see anything.
Because no, I'm not selecting anything. I'm trying to. I thought I was painting, but I'm actually erasing. So again, the Apple Pencil 2, if you double tap, so you just saw something flicker. If you double tap the pen, it gives you the eraser tool. If you have it programmed that way. See, I can do this. I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. Dang it. Ding dang dong it. All right, come on.
Well, guys, if you haven't already gotten Elliot's cover for Lone Star Heart of the Hero Redux, it's at lonestarcomic.com. Link is in the description. Link is in the description. Let's see what's going on here. Someone on Facebook posted, President Trump's wall costs less than the Obamacare website. Oh, Tim Allen said it. Let that sink in, America. Tim Allen said that. It's true. I don't know how that's true, but I know it's true. Because you remember how expensive that his website was $5 billion for a website.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
For the Obamacare website?
Yeah.
Yikers.
How ridiculous.
Sounds fishy.
You think it sounds fishy, Elijah? Yeah, a little fishy.
Sounds fishy or does it smell fishy?
Websites smell fishy.
It's a fishy smelling website.
It's the smelly smell that smells smelly.
It makes you flip.
It's 10 minutes to 1, so you're going to have to be wrapping up your games to go to bed.
Oh, crap.
Don't you have school tomorrow? The heck are you playing?
Yeah, Alzheimer's.
No, I just don't pay attention to your games. What is it?
Deep Rock Galactic.
What?
Deep Rock Galactic.
Deep Rock Galactic?
Yes.
I've never even heard of that. How would I have Alzheimer's for not? I've never.
I've told you before.
No, you haven't.
You don't buy me flowers.
You don't bring me flowers. You don't sing me love songs. You hardly talk to me anymore when you come through the door at the end of the night.
Mike, you're serenading me. I must say,
You used to say you love me.
Wow.
Say you never leave me.
Wow.
Now after loving me late at night, when
Mike,
it's cold outside and you're feeling all right, just roll over and turn out the light.
Wow. I was present for that. Right here.
You started it.
I did.
You did that song.
I did, and I got you all kinds of happy to sing it. Yeah.
You got me all worked up. I'm all emotional now. Everyone's saying I'm drunk. Oh my goodness! Just what I suddenly know a Bette Midler song because I'm. What movie is that even from?
No, we know you're drunk because you admitted it. That's the problem.
Is it Bette? No, it's not Bette Midler. It's
Yentl.
the nose. Yeah. What's her name?
Streisand, right?
Streisand. That's right.
It's still a little close there.
You don't bring me flowers anymore.
Is that a part of a duet?
I don't honestly know.
That's the honey talking. Okay.
Neon Rogue says, I'm not drunk. I'm going to drive to get more beer after I finish this six pack.
It's going to be a tricky ride.
Oh, so I'm drunk because I admit to knowing the song.
Well, the first, because you are admitting to a Barbra Streisand song.
You were the one who started sing
Hey,
it.
listen, I just know it from pop culture. I'm not saying it means anything. And then you don't. Not only do you know the song, but you think it's Bette Midler. That's like saying.
Whatever. I don't know. Those two are interchangeable to me. I don't know what that.
I know. I'm just messing with you. All right.
I don't even know what movie it's from. I know the one Yentl song from Yentl.
I just keep calling it Yentl.
Yeah, they're all Yentl.
Well, that sounds
Sand is a libtard too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cheer bump bump. Jiminy Cricket says follow Elliot on YouTube. Elliot Fernandez at Elliot Fernandez. Yep.
Yeah, you could, or check me out on Instagram. It's probably you'll probably get a lot more sound out of me there.
We're just not going far.
How's your growth on Instagram? Are you tracking? I don't even track stuff. I notice I'm losing viewers on this show
right now.
I think I just lost some right now. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not watching. I'm just drawing for you.
Oof.
Oh,
Ray Thulu just punched me in the nuts. He said, you don't need to be drunk to sing Streisand. Just a bit flexible with your manliness. Nobody gives me crap when I sing Les Miserables, but yeah.
Well, they just don't tell you. They just don't tell you to your face.
Huh?
We just don't tell you to your face.
Oh, okay. It is what it is. Oh well, whatever. You guys can be jerks. Whatever.
I am the jerk monger. So, all right. So we got the brown jacket. The helmet is blue, right?
The helmet is blue.
Is it a light blue? Is it lighter than his pants blue, or is it similar color? See, I don't like this.
Wait. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Let me see. I'm gonna
see what I have.
It's not biting to kill it. Steve, kill it.
Flowers.
There you go. You can't stop.
You don't sing me love songs. That's the only verse I know in the song, but
you telling yourself that. It's okay.
No.
All right, so this is going to be. Let's see.
You know what? I don't care what anybody says. Barbara Streisand used to have or is it the other one? Is it Streisand? Babs. Yeah, Barbara Streisand had a hell of a voice. She probably doesn't still have a hell of a voice.
She had a hell of a voice.
I'm not talking like, oh my goodness.
It's okay.
Drink.
It's all right. I understand completely what you're saying.
You need to stop.
Hey, look, it's humorous. What do you want me to tell you? Forget about it.
I had one drink of it. Just leave it alone.
This is fun trick.
You're giving me problems because I just got a little bit of one drink.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit. It's a little bit.
It's a little drink. It's one of the tight little glass.
I actually enjoy imitating the alcoholic more. I get a kick out of it. Hey, all right. All right, so I'm going to go with a little lighter blue here for the helmet.
I'm trying to find. Oh, you know what? It's probably in the Lone Star folder.
See? I don't have access to that.
Yeah.
All right, let's go here.
Here's what I did with Gary.
No, it's good, man. I'm doing it old school, man. I'm doing it Jim Shooter style.
Can you see what I have on my screen?
Uh-huh.
I colored this up for Gary.
I'm close to that. I'm close. I think I'm actually matching. I'm looking at the one on your. You did the one with the bloody hands.
Oh, that's on right.
Oh, that's Kanan's.
No. This is the other one. The one you did.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fine too.
That's probably what inspired Kanan's, right?
Yeah, maybe. I did this one too.
Oh, huh.
But that's an old costume.
This is you coloring?
Yeah.
All right, Mike. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I've been goofing around with the colors. Oh, here's my other Canaan color.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, I colored all these. Where's the other one? Oh, I didn't do the other Canaan color one. I did. I did the John Malin one.
Hey.
My son said it looks like a beach towel.
I like it. I like that punchy color to it. I dig it. I've been buying this is gonna sound stupid, but I've been buying what do you call these things? Hot Wheels cars that they've been putting out these really interesting color palettes on there, and that's something like that with some of the aqua and
Yeah, and they have like a whole wall of like different cars with the same color palette.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that.
Pretty interesting stuff. I'm impressed because you wouldn't think that was worth the time to review, but it's cool. All right, I'm gonna pick this color here that you kind of have for the visor. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, do what you like, man. Do what you like.
I want to keep it looking like it's the old, the flat look of the old stuff.
Kevin Sharp says she got a face for radio, that Babs. She wasn't that bad when she was in her 20s. She's not aged terribly well.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, look, man. That's why it's age. You can't win them all. Forget about it.
Junkyard Dunn says the skin looks good on the Malin coloring. Pops.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, this is all selection-based coloring, so it errs what it errs. Let's go back to. Actually, we can do this. Wait, can I share screen? I can't share screen and share. Your options are really limited on what you can do on StreamYard, so I'll just put you up front. Lone Star is the next Ultra Force. What is Ultra Force?
That was a Malibu comic.
Oh yeah, that's right. No. Oh heavens, no.
Who was that blonde guy in Ultra Force? He had the dark costume and the ponytail. That's you, Mike.
That was Hard Case.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott Benefield. He was in. We were in the studio together, Salem Studios, and he was the artist on that. I don't know what he's been doing lately. Can you show off all the trading cards we're getting? I essentially just showed you most of them, Blue Spectre. I think that was most of them. Yeah, I kind of relegated, I could still use Matt Weldon's as a trading card, but I decided to use that as a cover instead. You think I should do both? Trading card and with the same art?
Yeah, why not? What you should do is for the cover, it has the trade dress. For the card, you remove the trade dress.
That's true. That is very true. Watch that episode of Nurkish making fun of the Ultra Force cartoon. Hilarious, says Junkyard Don.
Oh, I remember that cartoon. That is funny.
Imagine your pickaxe breaking stuff in the hall.
How much was that iPad? Asks Neon Rogue.
I believe it was
Free.
If it was free for me, it was a gift, but it was about $1,200 to $1,500.
Yeah, those things ain't cheap.
No, they're not.
Really cheap.
But they're very productive. All right, so I'm gonna do that.
Blue Spectre says, "Are you putting Lone Star stats on the backs like with the first card?" I don't know if I want to do that on these because they're all gonna be Lone Star cards. So having the stats on the back of all of them might be a little redundant. So I'm trying to think of what else I could do on the back of the cards.
No, I got it working.
Because I haven't designed them yet.
What do you mean? So repeat that again, please.
I haven't designed the back of the trading cards for the Lone Star 2 campaign.
Okay, so what?
Because on the first Lone Star card, I put the stats on it and I made it like a 90s version, a 90s Marvel kind of
Yeah.
trading card. But it's all Lone Star. It's not like I have a bunch of different characters with different stats and stuff. So I don't want to be like redundant and just do stats on the back of all of them. So that is actually something I've been thinking about what to do. Blue Spectre says connecting puzzle. That is actually one of the things I was thinking of doing. Doing a connecting puzzle on the back instead. If you have 9 cards, make them pieces to a larger image. I don't have 9 cards, Junkyard Done. I ain't got 9 cards. Never got that high.
Why? Oh, okay.
Oops.
You need something? Let me know.
You got it, brother. You got it, man.
Do the best I can.
You know what I need? I need more water. Keep these guys entertained for a minute.
So everybody, check it out. All right. So what I'm doing here, I'm trying to keep it simple and to the way that comics were colored back then. Obviously, using flats. I almost started to use like magenta and cyan because there was that time in comic history where everything was that. It was disgusting. But I don't know. I'm not sure that I want to take it that far. So anyways, I hope everybody's doing good. Again, as I said, thanks for coming by and appreciate you guys stopping in and saying hi to me. And I know it's been a while. I haven't talked to anybody in a bit. Mike caught me just the right time. So because I was going to start working on this, I figured this would be a cool way to showcase this cover and talk more about whatever else is going on. Let me see here. I'm looking. You guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm looking at, well, I guess I can. Well, no, I'm not going to waste my time there. I'm trying to find a good, unfortunately, a lot of the images online are all obscured. Like everybody's legs are covered up and I can't see what the boots look like. Are they brown boots? Are they the same color as his gloves? Are the gloves dark brown? What the heck? What the heck is going on? Anyway. And by the way, I should probably go onto YouTube because I don't know what you guys are saying. Hold please. Hold please. Welcome to the Terra Dome. Let's see here. Did they change? Oh, I see. I see what's happening here. Did they change YouTube also? I see. All right, let's see. Lazarus Zoolander says, Junkyard Done. I haven't seen that for a while. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Connecting puzzles. It's funny. I just got an invitation, and I almost did it because I was thinking, I could. And I said, nah. One of the companies reached out to me to do some cards. That's crazy, dude. You don't spend any money. They wanted me to do all these cards for like $3. Out of here. I hear the crunching.
So my wife is on this grain-free and vegan diet, which, I mean, talk about limiting yourself to what you can eat.
Oh, you gotta do what you gotta do, Mike.
Grain-free tortilla chips.
What did they even use?
What did I use?
Grain-free tortilla. Well,
Flour, avocado oil, coconut flour, nacho seasoning,
Where'd that come from?
tomato powder, green bell pepper powder, paprika spices, paprika extract, lactic acid, citric acid, white distilled vinegar, jalapeno pepper, and chia seeds.
well, why is she doing? What's wrong with grain? Because of the carbs?
No, it's all health stuff. She's got some health issues that she's trying to figure out. She'll watch a video and be like, "Oh gosh, I have to change my whole diet." And I'm like, ah.
That's what's up.
No, she's legitimately. I think she's got celiac disease, so the gluten thing is already a problem. And now she's trying to cut other stuff out of her diet to try to figure out,
It gets confused sometimes.
But these aren't bad. They're crunchy at least.
What are they?
Mm.
These grain-free tortilla chips. They're gluten, dairy, and soy-free.
Pretty much, they're just like substance free, and you're just eating air. I like good old fashioned rice cakes from time to time.
Good old-fashioned what?
Rice cakes.
Rice cakes? Ugh.
Yeah, it's so weird. You know what? It's happened to me as I've gotten older. I really enjoy the taste of like just the natural food. So like steak, I sometimes prefer it unseasoned and with no extra sauces or anything. I just like the flavor of it. Same with coffee. I started drinking it black. I drink tea without sugar and
By
flavor.
unseasoned, do you mean no salt and no pepper too?
Yeah, I can eat it like that.
I like it. Garlic, salt, and pepper.
I mean, it's good, but
I don't like. I usually, unless it's just crappy steak, I don't want nothing but salt and pepper on my steak.
salt and pepper is really good on there. A friend of mine cooked it like that for me once. Mike, is this glove like a dark brown, or is it a black?
They're actually blue.
The gloves are blue?
Yeah.
Nowhere in any reference that I'm looking at. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, for crying out loud.
Let me help you with that.
No.
There. See?
I'll figure it out. How dare you? How dare you?
Brown and blue, man. He's brown and blue.
It's like a dark. I'll go with the dark blue there. That'll work.
Big, yellow, goldenrod eagle.
Goldenrod. Sounds like something terrible. All right. Here we go. That's too dark. Too dark.
Lazarus says, if a steak is done right, you don't need sauce. That is correct. That is correct.
That's how I like coffee now. Like now I can actually taste the coffee and I enjoy the bean flavor. So I don't drink, I drink it black. Now I tried today, one of my favorite coffees is, I know it's posh and all, but I have Starbucks does this thing called Nitro.
Starbucks is terrible.
Yeah, but Nitro's great. And Nitro is it's like a very caffeinated coffee.
It's cold brew.
It's a cold brew, but it's actually like more intense with the caffeine. Like they won't sell it to you in the larger size. They only sell it in the medium as the tallest size. So anyway, I like it fine even as is, but when I had it with they had a new flavor, honey, because you mentioned honey. It's honey and something else. I don't know what it was, and it wasn't that great at all. I was like, just give it to me black, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you
I
go black,
don't like it too sweetened, but I still like a little bit of something in there.
Now that particular coffee is a little tough because it's so strong that it's very bitter when you drink it like that. But if you can stand it though, even like regular coffee, I love it. I love the flavor of it. I remember my dad used to take it when my dad's, my family's got a lot of heart problems. So it runs in my family. So he had to, on multiple occasions, he had to get some procedures done, and he'd have to have like some kind of cardio diet where he had to he can only have like a piece of dry toast and black coffee. And I remember thinking, oh, it's disgusting. Like, how could you even do it? Why even drink it? And now that's what I drink coffee. I do like café con leche, but it's so sweet now. I can't drink it too much. It's too much. Too much.
I either like my coffee just like, I don't know, a little bit of creamer, like Coffee Mate or something, hazelnut or French vanilla or something, or like Vietnamese iced coffee.
Oh, what's that?
Oh man, that's like it's espresso on
Ooh.
ice with just freaking sweetened condensed milk.
Oh, that does sound good. That sounds like
It is
café con leche.
thick. It is thick. It is potent. It is delicious. It's yeah.
Oh. You know what? You know what, Michael?
Yeah.
I'm gonna raise you. Sorry, I just got carried away with this idea of adjusting for this color here. I'm gonna get
There's a mule nearby, I think.
because the color is here. The color out of space. I'm telling you, you gotta watch that. Oh, so good.
That's a spitball.
Watch what?
The color out of space. You know why I think Nasser didn't like it? Because Nasser,
Oh, the movie colors. I thought you
Because
said color on his face.
yeah. No, not that at all. Not that at all. I think because let's see, it's the auto white balance.
Later, junkyard done.
Let's see here.
This is a big old room.
I want that green that's in the original cover. It looks like a bad lime green, real white. This is it.
Oh no.
Blue Spectre wants to know what my thoughts are on the Marvel Creative Universe Spider-Man.
Who?
Blue Spectre?
He's talking about
He wants to know my thoughts on the Marvel Creative Universe Spider-Man. MCU doesn't have a Spider-Man. It's owned by Sony.
See,
Right.
see what you did there? I see what you did there. I see what you did
Is that kicking the can down the road?
there.
I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Elijah does not.
I hate Tom Holland.
But nobody asked Elijah, so I don't know why he's talking.
No one asked you for screen.
I don't. You know what? I've become disinterested in Spider-Man as well. The movie version. I don't care for him.
Getting on my leg.
Why is that, Elijah? Why are we in that camp, man? Help me out. What's wrong with me?
Why do you not like Spider-Man? Tom Holland.
I don't like Tom Holland.
You don't like Tom Holland?
No, he's annoying.
Oh,
Very annoying.
I don't know. I think he's a good kid.
No.
He'll be on crack or something soon, and we'll just say, "Oh, well, you know, he was almost a Disney guy."
Oh, it's messed
That's
up.
what happens to all those kids. They get up on drugs. They eat their families. They become serial killers. I'm just saying.
I feel like I shouldn't be eating my wife's chips.
Yeah, maybe not. Just saying.
Bad about eating those. Then I kept eating them.
So are we going to stick with flat colors on this?
No, I'm thinking. No, I don't think so. I because this is too flat, and I'm the colors that you picked for the character. They're not bright enough to stand on their own. It's a lot of like dark blue and the brown. So you really kind of need. It works great for guys like Captain America because he's a bright royal blue and a bright red. It's a punchy palette. So I think if you go too flat, your palette actually lends itself to some nicer shading and stuff. I think I could pull this off that way too.
Mm.
Spitball.
I know things, Michael. I know things. I'm gonna save this, by the way.
So you don't like the color palette of my character. That's fine. I get it.
Oh, I love the color. I like the color palette. Fine. I'm just saying that to make it work in the early to mid 80s look, it's going to be a little more challenging than that because it's very most of those colors were very punchy, and I'm just trying to think about how to make those colors do what I want them to do.
Neon Rogue is spoiling the plot to your movie.
Who?
Neon Rogue.
Why? Why are you spoiling?
He's telling you what the twist was in the movie.
In the color out of space.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard red.
Who's doing that?
Neon Rogue.
Wait,
The twist is that it's from space.
The twist is not from space at all. That's just.
Neon Rogue. That is not even what the. You know what? This is why I stay away from you people. This is why I stay away. You can't have a movie, if a character. Oh my gosh, it's woke because the character is the dad. It's because it's because everybody went crazy. He was just the last one left. Oh Lord, I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. All right. That's why. Just check it out, Mike. You tell me what you think. If you hate it, that's fine.
I'll wait until it's on like something. Did you say it's on Amazon?
It's available on Amazon for like for rental or purchase, but
Color out of space.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, crap.
Lovecraft. So.
Oh, Lovecraft is so good, and this is actually feels really good in the way it kind of winds up. Wait, the color drives you to the mountains of madness.
Is it like The Color of Money?
No, but no. Okay, so I got the basic colors of him down, right? Oh nope, I got to do the frame on his thing here.
Talking about the bugs.
All right, so I'm going to go with that gray again. Where's that at? Let's select that color. I'm going to just lighten it up a bit. All right, here we go. Criminy. Oh, I did it again. Here we go.
Player.
I do declare.
Another good one, if you guys are interested in some other Lovecraftian-esque type of things. Lovecraft is the devil's concubine. You know, Matt Cosson, I'm not surprised. Because you like episode 1.
He just likes the colors.
He likes the colors of episode 1.
He likes anything that's terrible. And then he wants to call it the devil's concubine. How dare you, Cosson? How dare you? He'll come back and say some kind of witty retort that I'll scoff at.
Cosson, we got to go get some pho noodles one of these days.
Oh, no.
We keep saying that. He lives like 8 minutes away from me, and we never freaking go have lunch or anything.
What?
I know.
Losers.
I know. Well, like I said, I was supposed to go have lunch with Muerta and his brother today, and I totally flaked on that. I feel so bad. Oh, man.
Yeah. I flake all the time.
I didn't mean to. I wouldn't have if I'd remembered the night before that. See, that's the thing is, if I plan stuff out like weeks in advance or something, if I plan stuff out like for the next day and it's easier to remember, it's like, oh, I got to do this thing tomorrow. But if it's like weeks away and it's like, hey, can you do something on the 12th? I'm like, probably. But I don't have a calendar. I'm not that organized.
You could be. Okay.
Well, you might want to invest in the vampirism for.
All right, what does this guy look like?
Svarog? What does Svarog look like? You don't know Svarog?
Yes. No, I'm just saying he has pink skin. He's got pink skin. I got that. All right.
Goodness. Hold on.
I got it. I saw your graphic. It's a comic book thing.
Freaking reference. Hold on.
Freaking chicken freaking rickin' finger licking good. Anyway. Bum bum bum.
Yeah, this is Svarog here. This here is Svarog.
I'll get you around.
Oh, you got him pale there. And there's other images. I know what's going on. Whoever's coloring you is using like a general color for everything.
Okay, on
He looks warmer. So he's almost like a light purple gray.
It's just very pale. He does
Okay.
not the sunlight is not his friend.
And the jacket is definitely gray.
It's gray. It is gray.
All right. And his hair is white. Okay, all right. I'll buy that for $1.
Yeah, it is white.
Okay.
Jinx again.
I'm gonna use the gray on the belt.
Matt Costin says, "Yeah, Mike, I like pho." I know you do, Matt. We've had this discussion. And there's a great pho place. My favorite pho place is like right down this, probably 2 minutes, 3 minutes from Matt's place.
Where does the word pho come from? Because let me just tell you something. It sounds ridiculous.
It comes from Vietnam. Why you say Vietnam ridiculous?
I'm just saying, it sounds like the beginning of a word that you guys just stopped. It's like, you quit. You quit right there.
Yeah.
Phonetic. Fantastic.
There's a pho restaurant here called pho, followed by the word king.
Wah, wah.
That's actually a couple blocks down the road from the place I like to go to, Pho Van. Matt Costin says, for reals.
There was a good place in Chicago I went to the last time I did C2E2. It was really good, like in the downtown, not downtown. It was like
Chinatown.
Yeah, it was
I
Chinatown.
went to the pho place in Chinatown, Chicago.
It was really good.
Yeah. I took Gary Shipman there for his first pho experience, him and his son Isaac.
But everybody else called it pho. I was like, it's not pho, is it? You guys
No,
remember-
I usually pronounce it pho just because I don't like saying pho.
I feel like I'm not speaking English.
For real, man. It should be PHU if it's pho.
Right? Or PHUH.
Pho.
Come on, help me out here, man.
My favorite pho to get is pho Taigan.
Did you see that Netflix comedy special with the Chinese comedian? I forget the guy's name. It's hilarious, but yeah, a little vulgar here and there. But it was pretty funny. You gotta check it out. That guy was great.
No, I'm Japanese. I don't like Chinese people.
That's what he said.
He said he doesn't like Chinese or doesn't like Japanese.
No, that he talks about the what's the some of
The
the
race in Asia.
Yeah, the tension. He's cracking me up.
Yeah, it's funny because that's what what's his face Bianca Fights the Zombies is always talking about how racist Asians are. I'm like, yup. Dude, America's like the least racist place on earth. People just don't.
Just the way.
And I think it's probably because there's so many people that worry about it and talk about it and complain about it. It's literally like, dude, go to Asia. You want to see racism? You want to see racism, Elliot?
Sure.
Go south,
That was fun.
south of the border. Have you been to Puerto Rico?
Yes.
How's the racism there?
There's racism.
Yeah, it's
Plenty.
very plenty racist.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, racism is freaking crazy south of the border. And pretty much everywhere else on earth, probably.
Yeah, they it's this idea that everything else is utopian except us, and then until you go there and you're like, wait a second,
He lied.
wait, so what is this guy, what color is his belt around his coat? Is it also gray?
It is a dark gray.
So like his boots. Okay.
Yes. I honestly wasn't thinking about his whole outfit just being gray when I designed him, but that's kind of how it came in with the colors, and I didn't say anything. So
Nice job, Mike. Well, it worked for the character, right? He's like,
it does.
Yeah. It works.
And he's Russian. Russians like the grays.
That's true. I saw that on Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
This does not look good.
Did you? Are they still making another Indiana Jones with Harrison?
I heard something about that. I'm not really following it too much.
So I think Spielberg was supposed to do it, I thought, or somebody.
I don't know, man. I'm not following a lot of this stuff.
Well, I only catch bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Really, I have some friends that talk about stuff, and I'm just kind of like, hey, I'm drawing this right now. I fall asleep.
I mean, that's why I kind of want to focus new videos and stuff on my art channel.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I don't have to be chasing headlines and chasing stories and giving a dang about what's hot. When I can just care about what I like, which is art, you know?
Yeah, the only thing is that
One's for
you know
car.
there is a method to the madness. You know, if you want to grow it in a certain way and that kind of stuff. But I agree with you. I mean, I wouldn't listen to me because I'm not actively using YouTube that way.
Yeah.
I'm going to be using it sooner than later for my patrons and for specific like event live streams versus. I don't want to do any more like daily long live streams because it's just bad for the algorithm anyway. And in the future, when I'm trying to build up a product base, I want to make sure that I'm creating some sort of like hunger for the product.
Don't mention it.
And I think a lot of times, you know, I give maybe too much stuff away sometimes. But it's cool though, you know, for what it is, it's cool. I'm happy that the fans are getting some kind of, you know, information and they're learning and whatever capacity they're getting that fun stuff. I will say though, I've seen a lot of familiar names anymore popping up on Instagram. Like names that I would see in the past in chats and stuff. People are starting to migrate over to Instagram, ironically.
Yeah.
One guy, I came across this profile today. This guy for his link, you know, you can put your link in the profile to whatever you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
So normally, like I have in certain places, I put my link to Instagram because it's almost like a portfolio. And this guy put a link to Tumblr. No, yes, to Tumblr. I'm like, what is wrong with you? People left Tumblr to come here. Why are you trying to go back there? Nobody wants it.
I was never even on Tumblr. What is Tumblr?
And yet another platform, but for a while it was kind of a Wild West. There was a lot of bad stuff on there, and so it had an appeal because it was a lot freer, quote unquote, until they finally cracked down on a bunch of the obscenity stuff.
Mm.
And then so now less people use it. Well, yeah, that makes sense. But I don't know. It's you don't need that many, but the problem is if you're trying to do a proper business, you kind of have to have your hands in at least, you know, a certain percentage of all those different pies to keep it, you know. But you have to also understand what the whole point of it is. You can't just. It's not worth it to just say, hey, I'm going to show up here. Hey, I'm here. And you just got to just know what you're getting into and know what you want to get out of it.
Right. You know, I feel like your process here takes way longer than doing just a selection tool and filling.
Because I don't like using the line art to do it. I that's from my Photoshop days. I never use anti-alias. That was something John showed me one point. I didn't realize that why the anti-alias. I didn't use Photoshop for drawing like this for a very long time. It was mainly for painting or digital illustration. So I still have these bad habits, and I guess I could have, because I did use a better brush. So you see how jagged it is?
Yeah. It
would have filled it in just fine.
Are you at 400 DPI or 600?
I'll tell you right now. 600.
There you go. Yeah.
Although I think 600 is too much.
Not while you're working on it. I mean, you can when you're done, you can zap it down to 400 or 300.
Why not? But
when I'm working on it, I usually work at 600. So
the reason why I don't like using it is because some of the brushes that are developed for these apps, they're not supposed to work at 600. They're designed to go at 300 or I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I get frustrated either way. Yeah, I have some stuff to share with you when we get offline here. We'll hang back and we'll do like some Dropbox distribution.
All right. Well, we're gonna do that in about 5 minutes here because it's almost 2 hours.
Oh, for crying out loud! Well, I got a lot accomplished here so far.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to work on this tomorrow, but I'm glad that you caught me when you did, Michael. You caught me when you did.
Although I want to point something out here.
What's that?
Let me see. Where is it? Oh wait, do I already have it open? I might already have it open. This.
It's like I hit it now.
You can see my video on this. I colored this in 2.5 hours.
What's that?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like it. I'm just kidding.
It's that selection rendering coloring, man. Selection rendering is so freaking fast. You know? And you zoom in, it looks like all janky and stuff, but when you zoom out, it looks good.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I'm just flattering.
This is also selection. Oh yeah. This one's selection rendering too, but dude, I took way longer on it. Oh wait, no, that's okay. The higher resolution looks better, but different styles, man. Like full modeling rendering and stuff. Oh my gosh, I mean that's my favorite, but it takes so bloody long.
Yeah, it's no fun.
Holy crap.
I mean, you can just leave me here. I'll just keep working in the dark.
Just keep working. Just keep working. There you go. A nice warm gray.
Yeah.
That's about an 80% gray, right?
I think so.
Neon Rogue said cool logo. Oh, thank you, Neon. Magnificent Seven. I need to come up with a video for this before I launch the campaign.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. I haven't thought at all.
It's that whiskey slowing you down.
El Rodimus, I know. I'm thinking it's time for me to go to bed. El Rodimus says, if a pho place doesn't have banh mi, it's just okay. There's a banh mi place here in town called K Sandwich. It's just banh mi, and it's really good. I like places that actually specialize in banh mi. You know what banh mi is? Those Vietnamese sandwiches?
Yeah, I do actually, because there's a place by me that my buddy used to take us to all the time, and they would serve it there.
Yeah, dude. Friggin' all this Vietnamese food has gotten so popular that they've actually raised the prices to be like regular, normal restaurants. Dude, it used to be you used to be able to go get pho for like $3.50. You know, it was like you could take your whole family to pho for the price of Taco Bell, and now it's like they all have raised it. They're all like, oh wow, there's so many. It got so popular with I don't know how to say this, white America. It's so popular that they're charging like, some places are charging like $12-13 a bowl for freaking for pho, which is great for them. I'm happy the restaurants are making all that money, but it really kind of screws those of us who've been going for 20 years and we're used to, going to get, cheap dinner for the whole family.
I mean, exploiting them.
Yeah. I was exploiting them, giving them exactly what they are asking for their food.
Yeah, I know. Well, you can't win them all, Mike. You can't win them all. Someday you just got to give up the pho.
Yeah, banh mi by my house when I lived in San Jose, the banh mi sandwiches used to be 99 cents.
Oof.
Yeah. It was like, and it was right next to Taco Bell. So I was like, well, what do I want? Do I want Taco Bell? Or do I want banh mi? It's like, but yeah, blame the hipsters is right, Neon Rogue. Blame the hipsters. Dale Stafford says, please describe someone who lives on the plains of meat and potatoes what pho is like. Well,
Meat soup.
It's a soup, right?
it is a soup. It's a beef base, so it's a beef stock soup, which they boil, like beef bones, beef stock, onions, I think ginger, garlic, they like a bag of vegetables, and they boil this stuff. Some restaurants will boil it for like 40 or 24 hours, right? So they'll just have big old stocks of soup, and then they'll take white rice noodles, and basically just boil them, or boil them in the soup.
Yeah.
So it softens them up, and then you get thin sliced raw red meat steak. It's called Thai, or other assorted. Like my mom gets it with tripe and all this other stuff, but I get it with Thai and gun, which is tendon, because tendon is like pure collagen, so it's good for you. It doesn't really have any flavor, but I know it's like pure collagen, so it's good for your body's needs.
It is really good. I'm definitely a meat and potatoes kind of guy, and that stuff is slamming.
Yeah.
And they serve it. That other part of it is they serve so much of it when at least where I had it in Chicago was, gosh, we were always full every night leaving that place.
Yeah, and it comes out in like 60 seconds because they've got the soup boiling in the back already, right? And so they just go back there, and you have an order. They go grab a bowl. They throw the rice noodles in there. They pour the soup over it. They put the garnishes on, which is like cilantro, onions, green onions, and then they just bring it to your table. So it's like you order it, and bam, it's like they're faster than ordering one Taco Bell taco. It's just.
Now that's the only thing I don't like is the cilantro.
Well, you can get it without the cilantro.
Yeah, that's what I would do that.
Where am I?
I get it with everything.
Sweet. Well, because you're a man.
You're
You're a man. You got hair on your butt.
Yeah, and then you get a little side dish, and the side dish will have jalapenos. I can't remember what the heck that stuff. Some sort of a Asian basil, which is just, it tastes like licorice, so I don't use it. And bean sprouts, mung bean sprouts. And so I usually take a fistful of mung bean sprouts, and I like lift up the noodles and I throw them underneath the noodles so they'll cook in the soup, because the soup comes out like boiling hot, so you don't want to just like start slamming on the soup. But that's so that you can take the raw meat and you can cook it to your desire. It's like what's that called?
I can't hear anymore because how much I dehydrate.
Oh, I can't remember what it's called. There's a soup where it's boiling soup, and then you just dip the raw meat in the soup. Hot pot, maybe. There's a hot pot in China. Oh, dude, there's a hot pot place right in Chinatown, by C2E2. So flipping good. Like right when you enter Chinatown, it's the first restaurant on your left.
Okay.
It's good. Next time you go to C2E2, you got to check that out.
Yeah, I didn't know where I was. These guys were just dragging me around. I was like, I don't know. But it was a great experience. I've never had it before. I'm not a big. I don't like to try a lot of new things when it comes to that stuff. So I tend to lose out on opportunities like that.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I got into that, because that was definitely yummy.
Smoking.
All right, let's try this again.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for hanging out with us.
Yep. Thanks for hanging out, y'all.
Yeah, if you haven't already, please do go check out the Magnificent Seven. The link is in the description. Sign up for the mailing list. Go to Lone Star if you want to get this cover that you have watched Elliot work on so diligently. It is available at LoneStarComic.com. And if you want to try to help me get the Bless This Mess book across the finish line, that's also in the description. So other than that, Elliot, where do people follow you?
You can come follow me over on Instagram under Elliot Fernandez _art, or just look me up under Jerkmonger. You will find me. Trust me, you will find me.
Do it. All right. We'll see you guys later. Good. Bye. And just don't forget.
I'd buy that for $1.
Ah, of course.